Fellow Toastmasters, there is a crisis in the world today with regard to parrots. We're going to talk about that today. Parrots are beautiful, special creatures, and they are very easy to love. They're intelligent, they're social, they're curious, they're affectionate. These are a few of the species of birds that can talk. The top ones, the African greys, when they grow up, they can actually have a conversation with you. That is not mimicking, actually understand what you're saying and respond to you.
Wow.
There are plenty of birds that are affectionate and playful, like the hyacinth macaw that is about 3 feet tall, bigger than me, and the lovebirds that are only about 2 inches. These birds are wonderful birds. And these are just 6 of the hundreds of species that exist in the world. A third of all parrot species in the world are close to extinction today because of habitat destruction and because of the exotic pet trade. In 1992, a law was passed in the U.S. prohibiting people from importing birds from abroad. But that led to U.S. breeders being established here. And many of those places are run like puppy mills. And that's a shame, because these are very complex animals. Scientists compare them to apes in their intelligence and their social behaviors. They have extremely complex communication skills and social lives. And even captive birds that are born in captivity still are wild. They still have the instincts that they evolved with in the wild. And that includes even the cutest one, which is my bird, Petey. And Petey is commonly referred to in my house as Bird.
Bird.
Birds are easy to handle, easy to love and hard to handle. And here's why. They're social, and they want to be around us all the time. They want the attention, and it's so easy to love them because of that. Everybody from the Parrot, which is at the bottom, the small one that's only about 1 inch tall, who can also talk, to the hyacinth macaw, which is 3 feet. They're just loving, and they want to be around people. They want to be around other birds. They are very social creatures. But they're attention hogs, and that means in your house, they want to be at your dinner table. If they hear noise in the other room, they want to be there. And you know what they're going to do to get there? They're going to scream their heads off. And I mean scream. They want to be around the action. In addition, as they reach sexual maturity, that's after 2, 3, 4 years, depending on the type of bird, they then start to bond with just one person. And that means everybody else is an enemy. And that means they start biting and becoming aggressive to other people in the family. That's a problem. It takes a lot of money and work to have a bird. Parrots cost a lot of money. As you can see, my bird laid an egg, not fertilized. But because she laid an egg, she was calcium deficient and had a seizure, and I had to take her to the vet. And oh my goodness, that cost me a heck of a lot of money. There are toys that I have passed around. You can pass them around to other people. I have about 20 to 30 toys in my house for the bird because they need the enrichment. They're so intelligent. When I'm gone for 8 hours a day, they need to have toys to play with. They have perches. I passed a perch around. Mark, you have a perch. You can pass it around. Those cost between $200 and $300. I have 4 of them in my house. There's a variety of foods. It's not just opening a bag of kibble. There are nuts and seeds and vegetables and fruits. And occasionally the French fry, they like that. It takes a lot of work. They have to be trained where to hoop. They have to be trained not to bite your cat. They have to be trained to eat their veggies because they're not very good at it. They have to be bathed, the cleaning. In the wild, they feed the animals that cannot climb a tree. In so doing, they spread their food. What does that mean at home? It means I have to get on the floor and sweep up the food every time she's on a perch, every time she's in her cage. There's a lot of cleaning. I have to clean her cage every day before I put her to bed. And I have to get her not to scream. I have to get her not to bite my husband. It's a problem. Sometimes I like her to bite. She even bites me occasionally when she's angry or in a bad mood or I'm not doing what she wants me to do. And the truth is that because of these issues, parrots are abandoned at alarming rates. And the sanctuaries that hold these parrots are swelling, overwhelmed with birds because people don't want them. And what makes it worse is that these birds that are being abandoned, these birds that are not wanted anymore by people, are so intelligent and so social that it causes aggressive behaviors to the point where people can't handle them anymore. We just can't touch them anymore. They are biting and aggressive towards all these people, and they also do self-mutilation, which is so sad. These birds are plucking their own feathers out because they are so abandoned. And who wants to buy or adopt an ugly, aggressive bird? Nobody. And these sanctuaries are really suffering because of it. What can you do today? You can support the sanctuaries. If you're going to get a parrot, adopt a parrot. Don't buy it. And if you can talk people out of owning a bird, do that. They belong in zoos. They belong in sanctuaries. They do not belong in people's homes. They are wild. And if you're going to get a bird, be committed. Because they're a lot of work, a lot of money, and you're going to actually have to have a will to figure out what to do with the bird because it's going to likely survive you. Some of these birds live 70 years.
Wow.
My bird has another 20 years. Hopefully she won't outlive me. But we will see. This speech was given because my husband wants to know if anybody wants to adopt a bird. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Great speech. Okay.
Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmaster.